We want to begin in Florida, where the odds of increasing for tropical developments as we head into the busy holiday weekend are starting to rise. An area to watch has been designated with a 40% chance of development in the next 7 days, and it's set to bring in heavy rain to the Sunshine State. Right now, there's still a lot up in the air, so let's bring in Fox Weather hurricane specialist Bryan Norcross to help break it all down. Bryan joins us now by phone. Bryan, so great to talk to you this afternoon. As we look forward to this weekend, what are some of the key factors that you are looking at with this next tropical threat?
Hi, Gianna. Good afternoon. Well, we're going to see if the low pressure system related to this front that's sagging to the south across Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina can sit over the warm water long enough in order for it to become somewhat tropical. It really, I don't think, makes much difference. There you see the area that the National Hurricane Center has outlined. And if you've been watching this the last few days, you notice it's shifted more to the waters off of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, and North Florida, and less so in the Gulf. That's all the models are indicating that that's where the development would occur if it should occur at all. Now, this is a complicated thing. There are really a couple of two or three different aspects to it. For instance, take a look at the radar here, and this tells you the story. On the radar, you have actually two things going on. One is up to the north. You see around Raleigh, all those storms blossoming up there. Well, down to the south in Florida, you have another set of storms, and they're related to two different things. The ones to the north in North Carolina, extending down a little bit into South Carolina, that's the front that's pushing in, and that's going to slowly move on offshore, slowly over the next couple of days. Over Florida, it's an upper level disturbance that's causing that rain, and you notice everything moving from left to right. So those two things are going to kind of get together, and perhaps you end up with a low pressure system developing there in the curve of the coastline offshore of Georgia or North Florida or someplace like that. When we look at the upper level flow here, what you're going to see is a big dip in the jet stream coming down. It's pushing that front ever so slowly onto the south, and it's pushing the thunderstorms from west to east. And there's just a lot of moisture there. So as a dip in the jet stream slowly moves on out, and I mean slowly, like all the way through the weekend, and combines with the front, that's when we could get a system developed there off the coast of Georgia. But the thing is that that's really, I don't think whether it develops or not is going to make any difference in the weather. The fact is that heavy rain is the threat here. And if we get a depression, you wouldn't even notice the difference because we already have very heavy thunderstorms occurring related to this kind of combo pattern. So I think we're going to be about where we are right now through the weekend, except that the area where the storms are occurring might move around a little bit. But the biggest threat looks like if we get in a place of persistent heavy rain, obviously you can have flooding on a local basis. But I don't think that an organized system is in the cards at this point, at least based on what we know right now.
And Bryan, as we get through the first week of July, what does that mean to you? A July storm, our C-name storm, it's been such a slow start to the season. Does it seem like it's right on par with where we should be? Are we a little bit ahead of where we should be in terms of your knowledge and your experience across the Atlantic hurricane season in general?
Well, we're a little actually behind where we should be, you could say, because this weather pattern with this dip in the jet stream creating possibly a low associated with a front off the shore of the Carolinas, and then kind of moving forward, and it might track near the coast or up toward North Carolina. That's a June kind of weather pattern. As we get toward July, and especially later in July, the fronts don't come far enough south to trigger this kind of a scenario. So you have to say we're a little kind of behind because we still have June weather going on. But everything that happens in June and the first half of July is just what happens as the tropical weather combines with the northern weather. Eventually, the northern weather recedes to the north, the tropical weather takes over, and then we're into tropical season by the end of July at the latest. So this is an unrelated phenomenon to what we're going to look forward to, which, you know, we have the forecast that we have. But once we get to August, September, and October, It's really not related to what's happening this time of year.
All right, and we're going to be keeping a close eye on everything Fox Weather, the Hurricane HQ, your Hurricane HQ. Bryan Norcross, thanks again for that update. We'll keep a close eye on how things progress, especially through the holiday weekend.